Hi, thank you so much for watching the previous two videos. If you haven't seen them, I've put a link in the description. In the previous video on making an ambient patch with the Moog Mother-32, we had a quick run on the sequencer. And for today's video, I would like to focus on the sequencer and the different functionalities we can use with it in order to make a pattern. Let's look at some functions that we can use to make our patterns more interesting. First, I'm going to remove the existing pattern by pressing Shift Reset Pattern. And now I'm ready to record a new pattern. Just press Shift Record. If I enter any of the keys here, I will create my new pattern. But first I'm going to turn my gate length knob all the way down and set my sustain to on, like this. Okay, let's record a pattern. Press stop to stop the recording, and let's listen to it. Okay, to change any of the steps we just created, let's enter the step mode by pressing Shift Step. We can see all the steps that we have in our pattern. And now I can select a step to add an accent, for instance. Let's do that. Let's press Shift, select the step, step number 1, and add an accent. Let's listen to it. Let's add another one on step 4. So it's very easy to add an accent to a step. If you want to go back, just press Shift and the blinking step, and you're back on all the steps. We didn't use the rest function while creating the pattern, but we can still change that in the step mode. Just press on the keys you want to remove. Or you can press Shift and choose the key and press rest. For now, we will keep it. Let's say that you would like to add a longer gate on a step. You can do the following. Select your step, turn the gate knob up, and let's hear the difference now. Okay, let's do it for number 8. So this is already bringing a bit of variation in that simple little pattern that we had at the beginning. Another nice trick is to add Ratchet. Ratchet will add extra steps on one of the steps. So let's do it for number 2. Press Shift and turn the glide button. You can see the number of ratchets that you're adding here, and you can go until 4. Let's add 2 for the moment, and let's listen to it. Okay, let's do it on number 6 as well. Let's turn it, and let's add 4 ratchets. So here you already have some things that you can try out, and in order to make your pattern more interesting. What you can also do is add some extra accents while playing a pattern, for instance. So let's go back to keyboard mode, pressing Shift keyboard. And then let's run the pattern and add an accent. And by pressing Shift and accent, I'm going to add an accent as long as I'm pushing. You can also add a live ratchet while playing your pattern. Just press Run to run your pattern, and then press Shift and turn the glide button. Let's hear it. So as long as I hold my Shift button here, it's going to play that ratchet. while you're playing your pattern in the keyboard mode, you can also switch between the different pitches and actually change the pitch of your pattern. Just press a button. Here I'm just changing the octave. Very easy to do, and it can bring a lot of variation in what you're doing. Another thing that you can do while you're playing your pattern is set an endpoint. And to do that, you just have to press Shift, Set, and then choose any of the points as the endpoint. Let's see. Quite easy, and you immediately have a nice effect. You could, for instance, do that and play with cutoff. Let's hear it. It's a nice little thing that you can do while playing. Another fun thing to play with is the sequencing playback direction. So you can access it by pressing KB and step, those two buttons, and then you have an option for the direction between 1 and 4, 1 being forward, 2 being reverse, 3 pendulum, and 4 being a random sequence. So let's hear it. There you have it. Very easy to play with, and it can bring you quite interesting creative inspiration, I think. So you've made your pattern, and maybe you would like to save it now. It's very simple. Press the Shift and Run button for a second, and then with the arrow keys you can choose in which slot you would like to save your pattern, and then press Shift and the Run Stop button again, and you just saved your pattern. If you would like to recall that pattern, just press Reset and Pattern, and then choose the slot. And there you have it. You just loaded your pattern. So I hope that this will already help you to bring more variation into your patterns and experiment with the different functions. I wanted to keep it light in order for you to digest the information more easily. I will cover the other functionalities of the sequencer together with the assign function in my next video. See you next time. Bye.